Hello, Chris. It is Thursday, March 17th, which means that today is St. Patrick's Day. Now, normally I would go on about the random knowledge about St. Patrick that I happen to know, but I'm not really interested in talking about that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about Irish vampires. That's also a lie. I'm really not going to talk about Irish vampires. I'm going to talk about one Irish vampire, and really I'm not even going to talk about him that much because I don't really like him. But it does make a terrible segue into the topic that you discussed last time. What I really want to talk about is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and how it really isn't Angel or Buffy that makes the show. In fact, it's the side plots that really seem to make the show. So today after I got home from work, I started watching Buffy because I'm in St. Paul, and let's face it, I don't really have much else to do. They had one episode, Beauty and the Beasts. What made this episode particularly good is the fact that they covered not only a literary theme, but a real-life, actual, problematic theme. In Beauty and the Beast, the side plot is that there's a couple. The male part of the couple was a scientist. He made a potion very similar to a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde sort of thing, where if he drank the potion, he would become more monstrous. That way he could defend his girlfriend or be more macho for her, or something like that. He becomes so incredibly strong that just being upset makes him kind of a Hulk smash. But really, the whole episode is a commentary on domestic violence. I think that's a really important topic to cover. Buffy's worried that he's going to end up hurting his girlfriend and a whole bunch of other people. The girlfriend says that he only gets this angry because he really loves her. Buffy brings up a very interesting point of, if he loved you so much, he would not be able to do this to you. Which I think is really ironic, considering the fact that Buffy's boyfriend had previously, attempted and occasionally succeeded at killing a bunch of her friends. But anyway, I think what was particularly genius about this specific episode was that they covered the aspect of the abuser and how he is actually human. They make him into a monster, which makes it a little less real, but you still get the point of that he is a human being, he is someone that she has shared experiences with, and this is what makes it so hard for her to walk away, is because she loves him. They had a first kiss, they had a first date, she knows the intimate workings of this human being, which is really made apparent when he comes down out of one of his rages and she's caressing him and comforting him and making him feel better, because she knows that he, at some level, feels bad for what he did, but he's beating the crap out of her, and that's not okay either, and I think it's a really hard conflict for her to deal with, and really for society as a whole to deal with. How do we blame a victim for loving someone so much because they've experienced so much together? And long story short, Buffy covers a variety of topics that are actually relevant to day-to-day life. I think it's something that we could cover in great depth if we really wanted to. I don't know how much time we want to spend talking about Buffy, which brings me to the relevance of the question that I brought up in the last video, the one I made in Chicago when I was really busy and still managed to get it in on time. When I brought up who's the better vampire, Spike or Angel, that will be a much more existential question later. However, I was running on the assumption that you had actually seen all 7 seasons of Buffy, and perhaps the 5 seasons of Angel. I'll bring this back up later when you've actually gotten through the whole series, which should take you a while because you actually have a life. Now, time to talk about your punishment. I thought it was very cute that Melissa made this great cameo, and she brought up the point of singing, which was something that I had kind of previously thought about having you do anyway. So you need to find a historical figure whose birthday falls on the day that you upload your video. Then, I would like you to sing happy birthday to that particular historical figure. Possibly provide a little background information, and also accompany yourself on the guitar. There are a couple of conditions. 1, you could not mumble happy birthday. 2, you could not have someone else sing happy birthday. And 3, it must be actual singing. So there you have it, Chris. Here's my video for the week, and I'm really hoping to hear back from you soon, and can't wait to hear you sing happy birthday.